Oh, hey, let me check my phone real quick. Oh, So now that the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer has dropped, we are going to be doing a frame-by-frame analysis, as we always do, because this looks amazing, spectacular. I already made this joke in another video. First, we get this amazing shot of Spider-Man sitting on, like, a steel girder or something, upside down. This looks straight out of the comics. It's awesome. We see Ned and MJ are having their first day at MIT. I love how like tangible and real the suit feels. I mean, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Look at this shot, bro. This shot where we see inside of the mask is cool, but I'm confused. One, that doesn't look like Tom Holland. Two, isn't his mask like skin tight? How would we be able to see inside of it? It is Aura though. I'll give it a pass. And I love the way the music and sound effects just like go away and we just hear his breathing. We see inside Peter Parker's apartment. He's telling us his speech, and we see it written on this paper here about what he wants to say to Ned and MJ. I just love the way this movie looks. Ned Leeds looking absolutely tough. We get this great shot of Peter in his apartment, and we see the Spider-Man mask in the washing machine. And it's just dirty and filthy. And it looks like here he has like an injury on his leg. I'm thinking this would be after he fights Scorpion. Spider-Man gets a key to the city. And it's kind of looking like this is just a major spoiler for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Although we already know the mayor storyline would be resolved by the end of the season. I guess that softens the blow. We now know who the new mayor will be. There's MJ and Ned watching the TV. I think this is a continuation of the shot earlier. He looks really defeated. His face is all cut up. And he looks at his key. Then we see Spider-Man running, puts his mask on, and then he jumps off the building, which is just, that's Aura. Look at that, look at him swinging. Then we see a tank firing at him. Don't know what this could be. It's starting to look a little bit like The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, you know what, that scene of him where he's all beat up might have been from this. Or maybe that. So if you don't know, Punisher actually has a black van like this in the comics. I find it very cool that he has a sliding window in his windshield to fire out of. During filming, it was speculating whether it was that or if it was just so they could fit a camera in there. I like the banter between these two. And here's a shot where you might notice something. We'll get back to it in a second. But Spider-Man disarms him, and then he shoots at him anyway. Like, you realize the suit is cloth, right? When he shot at Daredevil in Daredevil Season 2, he didn't even, like, shoot in a lethal area. He shot somewhere he knew was bulletproof. I'm really curious what these tanks are. Bro, look at that. Look at the colors. Look at how much that pops. But I think this is him stopping Punisher's van. Yeah, basically he flies into it, kicks the windshield in, and then throws him out the back of it, and he lands on the ground. It's even funny the way he censors him. Go home! That's just hilarious. But what I was saying earlier, you might notice, is his suit looks different. So for years, across every live-action project he's in, be it his show, Daredevil, or Daredevil Born Again, he's always looked like this. I mean, his hair is always different. Sometimes he has a jacket. You know, slight variation, but the vest is always the same. Until recently, where we got this set photo from what I think is the special presentation, which we know is officially titled One Shot, Punisher One Shot, and his logo looks like this. And I'm thinking that's because at the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, the Anti-Vigilante Task Force took him and removed his bulletproof vest, so he had to make a new one. Now, it does look fairly similar. It could be the same one, just with a lot of wear and tear. And maybe it could also look different because of lighting and CGI and stuff. As this is just a guy taking a picture of the set with his phone. This is a real screenshot from a real movie. I am not entirely sure how he got there, but it looks like Peter is going to the same college Ned and MJ are, MIT. And we saw him studying for his GED, at the end of the last movie, but I'm actually kind of thinking that he's not there to be at college. I don't know, maybe he got in, but I think he might have snuck in. Because maybe he wants to talk to Ned and MJ and tell him his, like, speech that he prepared, and he's just watching from afar. And bro, brutal. Here it looks like after, like, a fight or something, I don't know, something bad happened. He passes out. And this might be the most confusing shot of the trailer. He wakes up covered in webs, and he, like, pulls the webs off his face. And he's on top of a building. And this is supposed to be, like, I think how he evolves and gets his organic webbing. And how do we know it's organic webbing? Well, apart from numerous plot leaks, we literally see it save his life. Why do I feel like he's about to do a Tobey Maguire? What? Don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is. But I'm thinking it might have something to do with this, where we see Bruce Banner. In the comics, he's, like, losing his powers, and he goes to a bunch of different superheroes to try to help him. And then he wakes up in a cocoon and gets his organic webbing. But yeah, we see Bruce is now a college professor, and he's wearing the inhibitor we saw in She-Hulk and in Shang-Chi post-credit scene. That basically keeps him in his human form. We see a drop of water. This is so cool. This is such a cool shot, I mean. This is so well shot. But we see the drop of water, overloads his spider sense because he has, he's developing new powers. His room is covered in webs, which are what? Did he wake up in the middle of the night, shoot webs everywhere, and then web himself to a building, fall back asleep, and then not have any memory of him doing this? I don't know. We see Bruce talking about if DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous, and it seems like that's what's happening. And it seems like what I just said is correct, and he is going to Bruce for help. We see Spider-Man on a building, and then he, launches himself. Then we get this absolute downer. Spider-Man visiting Aunt May's grave. Bro, he looks homeless. Then we hear, Tombstone, actually, who we don't actually see in this trailer, but obviously we hear his narration where he says, spiders have 3 life cycles, and when the spider is in between life cycles, it makes itself vulnerable. So I think that's what's happening here. He's moving on to his next life cycle where he will have enhanced senses, more strength, and organic webbing. I really don't know what this shot is, though. Who this is cuffed to this chair. We see a building being blown up by something, and I think these people here, that guy and this, armored truck or tank, might be the Department of Damage Control. Spider-Man rushes in, and we see it was this random old lady piloting this tank. Now, some people are saying Sadie Sink's character is Jean Grey, and that's who it is here. And that's why it was some old lady piloting the tank. And it's also the only explanation I can think of as to what happens right there. Then we see Seth Milchick from Severance. Didn't know this was in the same universe, and I don't know why Spider-Man is in his office. Who is he playing? We see this mysterious figure. We don't know where this is. I think this might be Peter's apartment. I guess this would be Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, if that's who it is, because I can't think of anything better. I don't know. And then we see, oh my god, Scorpion is back, Scorpion is back, Scorpion is back. Look at how cool this looks, oh my god. The 2 seconds we get of Scorpion is just so beautiful. It'll show in a sec. Yep. And that's it. This is a really cool shot of him swinging. Something so brief, I don't think anybody realizes that we actually did see Punisher again for half a second. I'm not really sure what he's wearing. And then we actually see Spider-Man and Ned. No, that's not Ned. Spider-Man and MJ on a rooftop. I don't know what's happening here. More of that tank scene from earlier. Man, the suit looks good in the sunlight. Maybe he's trying to stop it here. And then he smacks onto the window. And I feel like I've seen this shot so many times before. We keep doing this, right? This isn't new. What is crazy here is we have the Amazing Fantasy 15 comer. The director creation of Amazing Fantasy 15, the first ever appearance of Spider-Man. This shot here recreating, some people are saying this, but I don't know, I guess I kind of see it. But this shot here, no doubt about it, definitely recreating this one. Now, this next part is what I'm really confused about. So, we have what is presumably the hand in this, prison. We have Spider-Man without his mask on. and looking like he's gonna execute this guy. Or this guy's gonna execute him, I mean. Why is he just sitting there? And maybe even more confusing, why are his eyes black? Then it looks like he makes something with his webs, and he rips this guy's sword apart. That's awesome. And then more of him fighting the hand. Another thing I'm wondering, why does the hand A exist? They're wiped out like a long time ago. B, does this mean Elektra is alive? And if she's not, who is the leader? And C, why do they look like that? They never looked like that before. Then we see the beautiful title card. And then we cut back to MJ and Peter in college. And it looks like she's actually like studying Spider-Man. Ned is there too. And I love this exchange.
Flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Holy tough. This looks absolutely amazing. Really curious what a lot of this stuff means, but I love the vibes that this gives off, and I cannot wait for more marketing. Love you, Spider-Man.